Hello and welcome to the Frank R. Campbell Stadium. On today's menu, we have the Averett University men's soccer team who will take on Hampden-Sydney. Let's start with the starting lineups for Hampden-Sydney. In goal, number 0, Stig Larsson. Number 2, Mauricio Jimenez. Number 5, Victor Ovale Mares. Number 9, Charlie Letson. Number 11, Kevin Nova Ewequeda. Number 14, Tyler Petts. Number 16, Jack Delaney. Number 18, Caden Sawyer. Number 21, Colin Holloman. Number 25, Zachy Johnston. And number 31, Walker Stebbings. It is senior day here at the Frank R. Campbell Stadium, so we have a lot of seniors starting today. Senior number 1 in goal, Anibal Lopez. Number 2, also a senior, Mario Gutierrez. Number 3, Alvaro Alvarez del Rio. Number 6, Daniel Sierra. Number 9, Fernando Pintos. Number 10, Diego Gifuni, who's also a senior. Followed up by another senior, number 11, Hudson Bradley. Number 21, Hugo Mereles. Number 24, also a senior, Juan Jaraba. Fellow senior, number 32, Nicholas Breen. And also on the starting lineup, a fellow senior, John Thomas Buckley. As it is senior day here, there are a lot of emotions involved. Last year, we saw an 8-goal thriller with Averett losing 5-3 at the end, but it was a very exciting game with a lot of intensity, a lot of emotion. It wasn't necessarily that tactically analytical or tactically planned out, but it was just a lot of intensity, running, emotion, a lot of willingness, determination. So we're certainly hoping to see more of that today. Averett go into this game with a record of 2 wins, 3 draws, and 2 losses. They're on a 3-game streak without a win, whilst Hampden-Sydney have 6 wins and 1 loss, and they have 2 wins in a row. So this is a battle between 2 teams who have very different starts to the season. Averett being somewhat inconsistent. They're still trying to find their feet with a smaller roster, with a different tactical setup than they have in previous years. So this is the perfect time to find their feet, as this is the ODAC. This is the ODAC regular season. Everything before, that just counts as preseason. That's just finding your feet. That's just getting into a rhythm. But it's now or never for Averett if they want to return to the playoffs for the first time since 2023. The last time Averett won a game between these 2 teams was in 2021 when they won 3-2 here in Danville. So they're hoping to set an end to that streak and get back on winning ways, and there's no better way to win than on senior day. John Thomas Buckley is out for the season with an injury. He's recently had surgery, but in senior day he's allowed to kick off. Diego Gufuni sends it out so that can straight away do a couple of substitutions. It's beautiful to see how the team surrounds and supports their captain, John Thomas Buckley. In preseason, he suffered a serious knee injury, so it's very great to see how the team are rallying around him and giving him a helping hand when it's needed. Kind of poetically, he, a senior, subs out for Gavin Blanks, who is new to the team this year. He's a freshman from Virginia. He has 1 goal this year, and he's looking to add to his tally today. And now we are truly off. Anibal Lopez has it in his own box. He sends it out to Del Rio. Del Rio has time and space in front of him. He sends it long, looking for Hudson Bradley in behind. The pass is intercepted. Hampden-Sydney clear it out. Delirio looking for options ahead of him. He settles for the backwards throw to Daniel Sierra. Sierra back to his goalkeeper, Lopez. Lopez, first time pass to Gutierrez. Gutierrez to Pintos. Pintos out to Jaraba. The battle out on the wing ends up in a throw-in in favor of Hampden-Sydney. They take it quickly. No team able to maintain control of the ball. Goes out once again for another throw-in. This time, Hampden-Sydney send it backwards. Averett in a middle block, not really applying much pressure on Hampden-Sydney. But now that Hampden-Sydney enter that middle third, they apply a lot of pressure. Averett win the ball back. Gifuni out to Jaraba. Jaraba back to Gutierrez. Gutierrez all the way to Lopez. Lopez, a lot of pressure from Hampden-Sydney. A clearance out. Finds the feet of Pintos. Pintos touches it down to Gifuni. Gifuni is not able to take it. Hampden-Sydney with a clearance first time. And it goes out for a throw-in inside the Averett half in favor of the Cougars. Historically, this has been a difficult fixture for Averett, as it's favored Hampden-Sydney. They have 19 wins to Averett's 7. On 4 occasions, there has been a draw. Most recently in 2023, when Averett had their homecoming here Friday night in October, Hampden-Sydney and Averett played out a very intense 0-0 draw. Despite the goals, it was very intense. There was a lot on the line as it was getting closer and closer to those playoff spots. Averett take it short from Del Rio to Sierra. Sierra sends it long, looking for Blanks in behind. Blanks applies pressure, but Lachon does a good job of keeping calm and composed and collecting the ball. He sends it out short. Back to Lachon. Hampden-Sydney maintain possession inside their own half. They're looking to be direct. They go in behind, trying to get in behind Gutierrez. He does a good job of heading out, finds the feet of Breen. Hampden-Sydney regain possession, once again inside their own half. Sawyer and Jimenez are the 2 center backs for Hampden-Sydney today. Goes out to Hallman. Hallman to Johnston. The ball goes out after some intense Averett pressure. Mireles looking to get in behind quickly. He doesn't have enough options in front of him, and he leaves it for Bradley. Bradley takes it quickly over to Del Rio. Del Rio looking to switch the point of attack straight away. All the way over to his fellow center back Gutierrez. Gutierrez trying to find Pintos in that middle third. The pass is intercepted. Letson trying to turn, but he's intercepted by Mireles. Mireles able to clear it out. And Hampden-Sydney once again have possession inside of their own half. The ball bounces around and finds the feet of Pintos. Pintos back to Gutierrez, and Gutierrez with a first-time clearance. Averett seem to be timid in their pressure. They seem to prefer playing a mid-block, just trying to close off that central area with those 2 forwards in front and those 3 central midfielders, making it compact in the middle. You see how Hampden-Sydney always try to find the spaces out wide. That's where there has been the most space so far. Hampden-Sydney all the way back to their goalkeeper, Larsson. The ball's inside the box for Hampden-Sydney. It's sent in, and it's a very well-worked attack. Hampden-Sydney are able to get into that space between Bradley and Del Rio, that little space in between where it's difficult for the defenders to communicate and cover for one another. They get in behind. It's the cross. It gets past Lopez, and it's a finish. A left-footed finish, but it bounces right before he places his foot on the ball, and it goes over the bar. Averett are lucky to keep the clean sheet as of right now, with 39 minutes left of the first half. It's still 0-0 here on Senior Day at the Frank R. Campbell Stadium. Averett regain possession. Pintos looking for blanks. Hampden-Sydney are able to deal with it and clear it out. Hampden-Sydney apply pressure, and they're counterattacking. Delirio slide tackles, he misses. Hampden-Sydney inside the box. The cross is intercepted by Gifuni. Gifuni trying to find Pintos. He's not able to. Hampden-Sydney intensifying their pressure, trying to assert themselves as a dominant force in this game. Hampden-Sydney trying to find spaces in behind, and they do. And it's lobbed over, and it's hit the post. Hampden-Sydney once again with a very dangerous attack. At the start of this game, they've been applying a very patient approach, just looking to break Averett down through patient possession play. But this pass in behind caught Averett off guard, and the Hampden-Sydney striker was all alone. He takes a touch and he flicks it over Lopez. Lopez caught off guard. He's caught in no man's land, but hits the post. And Lopez is the first one to pick up the rebound. And Averett still have parity in this game. Neither team yet to draw first blood. But Hampden-Sydney are the ones who are taking control of this game. Hampden-Sydney with some good play out on the wing. Good interception by Gutierrez. Pintos not able to maintain possession. It goes back to Hampden-Sydney. Hampden-Sydney have it inside that attacking third. Referee indicates no foul. Hampden-Sydney maintain control of the ball. Hampden-Sydney looking to break Averett down through controlled possession play. They're moving in a very calculated manner. Averett trying also to be calculated in their positioning. Gifuni trying to apply some pressure high up the pitch from his holding midfield position. And it works out as Mireles was able to pick up the ball, but Averett weren't able to remain in possession. And once again, it goes all the way back to the Hampden-Sydney goalkeeper. Averett playing a 5-3-2 formation in an attempt to close those central areas, trying to congest those central areas, making it difficult to penetrate exactly there, trying to force Hampden-Sydney to attack wide. And Averett go into this game with a very confident defensive line, especially as the man in between the sticks, Aníbal Lopez, is the current defensive player of the week in the ODAC. So he has started the season very well, including 2 penalty saves, which has meant that Averett were able to claim 2 draws rather than 2 losses earlier on this season. So he's been very important in between the sticks as he sends it long. It's in the feet of Gifuni. Gifuni had it, but Hampden-Sydney does a good job of applying a lot of pressure, forcing him to make a mistake. It's a throw-in. Hampden-Sydney trying to get in behind. They get over Jaraba. Blanks able to get a foot onto it. He finds Pintos. Pintos able to maintain in possession, even though he has 3 people trying to apply pressure onto him. Averett tried to launch a counterattack, but they weren't able to execute. Hampden-Sydney once again have possession of the ball inside their own half. It seems like both sets of players have illustrated a clear type of game, as it seems like Hampden-Sydney will be the ones in possession of the ball most of the time, whilst Averett will just look to be defensively disciplined and be defensively solid and trying to make the most out of Hampden-Sydney mistakes on and off the ball. But Hampden-Sydney have played a clean game so far. Technically of high quality, but also the passing and the decisions also went to be direct and went to be a little more patient as they attack down the left-hand side. Switch the point of attack all the way over to the right side. Hallman finds Johnston. Johnston gets past Del Rio. Johnston past Sierra. Pintos with a sliding tackle is able to regain possession for his team. He sends it out to Sierra. Sierra to Del Rio. Del Rio to Bradley. Bradley, first time pass to Gifuni. Gifuni, too much weight on his touch and he loses possession. Hampden-Sydney once again have it. Blanks applying pressure, forcing Hampden-Sydney to pass it backwards. Sawyer and Jimenez seem to have very good control of their defensive third. Johnston trying to get past Mireles. The ball bounces around and finds the feet of Breen. Breen first time pass to Mireles. Mireles turns away Johnston. Mireles to Bradley. Bradley trying to find Breen on the inside. The pass is intercepted. Once again, Hampden-Sydney have it. Jimenez plays out to his fullback. A lot of space to run into. Has a lot of time to assess his options. Averett doing a good job of closing that central area, forcing Hampden-Sydney to go wide. Sawyer to Jimenez. Jimenez back to Sawyer. Out to Mares. Back to Sawyer. Sawyer all the way over to Jimenez. Hampden-Sydney trying to pin Averett backwards. They're doing a good job of exactly that. As all the Averett players are inside of their own half, they're struggling to find someone up front that they can send the ball up to and try to get some breathing space from their own goal. Another substitution as Jaraba goes out in favor of Joshua Garcia. Garcia got his first goal for Averett earlier on in the season versus Greensboro. Sierra with the first time pass over to Bradley. Bradley with a great touch on the inside. He maintains control of the ball. Averett. Del Rio is under a lot of pressure. Now a foot race on that right-hand side. Sierra wins it. Sierra to Lopez. Lopez clears it. Del Rio was under a lot of pressure, and Stebbings was able to get something onto it. And it was a foot race between Stebbings and Sierra. Sierra was able to win the shoulder-v-shoulder battle. He regained possession, sent it to Lopez. Lopez forced to clear it. The throw is taken. It's a shot, but it's blocked. It bounces around. Bradley clears it. Blank's trying to run onto it. Jimenez has it, sends it back to Larsson. Larsson out to Sawyer. Averett maintain their middle block, not really applying pressure onto the center backs. It seems like this is how the game will play out, with Hampden-Sydney enjoying most of the possession whilst Averett will look to be disciplined. As we mentioned earlier, this is kind of the image that we'll see most of the game, but Averett will rely on certain moments to get them forwards, not only up the pitch, but also closer to the goal, trying to get something off. The wing backs have been very important for Averett this season. As of right now, it's Joshua Garcia and Hudson Bradley on the wing back roles. Joshua Garcia taking the throw in, but you can see how far up Hudson Bradley is, and they're trying to find him. Sierra has space to run into, and he does. Now he finds Bradley inside the attacking third. Bradley, right foot across, deep. Blanks was running onto it, but Larsson seemed to have control, and he lets it roll out. But Averett, that's the closest they've been so far. A teasing ball behind enemy lines. It fell in that no-man land, which is so dangerous for the defensive side when it comes in between the goalkeeper and the center backs, with no one really able to command that area. It's always very dangerous when you see an attacker run into that space and when you see the ball come in there. Hampden-Sydney once again have possession. Johnston has it. Sends it out to Hallman. Switching the point of attack over to the left-hand side. Hampden-Sydney forced to maintain possession inside their defensive line, as Averett are doing a good job of closing those passing lanes into that middle third to find the Hampden-Sydney central midfielders on that half turn. With Hampden-Sydney enjoying so much possession, it seems like Averett are content with sitting deep and just trying to do an old school smash and grab. Just grabbing any opportunity they have up front, smashing the ball in, and keeping a disciplined defensive attitude. As Hampden-Sydney get closer, Mario Gutierrez is able to intercept, sends it out to Garcia. Garcia to Pintos. Pintos back to Gutierrez. Gutierrez sends it long. The throw is taken quickly. Averett commit a foul inside their own half, all the way on that left-hand side. A chance for Hampden-Sydney to send a ball deep inside of the box. One hand in air as he sends it in. It's deep. But Aníbal Lopez is able to remain calm, remain composed, and he clutches it gratefully into his hands as he takes his time assessing his options, trying to orchestrate something. He sends it short to Gutierrez. Gutierrez sends it long once again, looking for blanks. The pass is intercepted. Hampden-Sydney have possession of the ball. Hallman sends it deep. It bounces outside of the box. Bradley trying to flick it through. Hampden-Sydney intercept. They have it down the right-hand side. It's a foot race between Johnston and Del Rio. Johnston wins it, but his touch is just a little too strong as it goes out. It's out for a goal kick in favor of the Cougars, as Hampden-Sydney have started this game with a lot of possession. It's very interesting how their number 12, Prince Boyner, he has 0 starts this year, but from 7 games, he has 3 goals and 3 assists. So he seems to be a super sub of some kind for Hampden-Sydney. So when he comes on, that's someone to look out for in this game. Hampden-Sydney have it on the left-hand side. It's intercepted, and Fernando Pintos now has possession of it. Looking for options forwards. He sends it backwards to Daniel Sierra. Sierra looking for Breen in behind. The pass is just a little too strong, and it goes out for a throw-in. It's taken quickly. Hampden-Sydney switch the point of attack from left to right. Blanks looking to apply pressure. Jimenez now. He finds Delaney in the middle and he gets it back. Jimenez looking to go direct. Finds the feet of Gifuni. Gifuni once again has it. He gets it from Pintos. Gifuni sends it all the way over to Bradley. A bouncing ball, a difficult pass to maintain control of. A throw in for Hampden-Sydney. It's taken quickly. Tactically, this will be a very interesting game as Averett have 4 clean sheets this season, whilst Hampden-Sydney have scored in every game so far this season. So this is definitely a battle between a very strong defense versus very strong offense. It will be interesting to see how the two teams cope with one another. It's sent long. Trying to find Bradley. It's headed, but Mireles is able to get something onto it. He applies pressure and he gets a throw in. Bradley sends it to Del Rio. To Sierra, back to Del Rio. Back to Sierra. All the way over to Gutierrez. Gutierrez sends it long. Blanks flicks on to Bradley. Bradley. First time finish. He indicates his frustration. That was a very dangerous opportunity for Averett. They were able to catch Hampden-Sydney off guard, attracting that pressure onto their own back line, then breaking the line. And the ball found Blanks. Blanks flicks it on to Bradley. Bradley does a good job of keeping the ball in control, but his finish skewed wide. Hampden-Sydney now on the attack. And they draw a foul right outside the box on the 20-yard line. This game is one of 3 games that kicked off at 7 p.m. today, as it's there's been 6 conference games today, 3 which are going on as of right now. The other 3 were Lynchburg, who beat Randolph-Macon 2-1 away from home. Washington and Lee, who hosted EMU, they were able to control EMU and beat them 2-0, whilst Virginia Wesleyan traveled away to Guilford and beat them 3-0. The free kick is taken. It's taken down the middle as Anibal Lopez once again is able to grasp it. The 2 other 7 p.m. games are Shenandoah away to Roanoke and Bridgewater away to Randolph. There seemed to be a collision of some sorts as Hampden-Sydney draw a foul. They take it quickly. The pass is misplaced and it's sent all the way back to Lopez. Lopez clears it, looking for Blanks. It bounces around and finds the feet of Mireles. Mireles sends it out to Bradley. Bradley backwards to Del Rio. Gutierrez sends it long. Mireles able to head it. Finds Aaron. Aaron not able to control it. A counterattack. Hampden-Sydney down the left-hand side. Hampden-Sydney not able to execute. It bounces around, finds the feet of Pintos. Pintos looking for Blanks in behind. Hampden-Sydney once again regain control of the ball. Bridgewater now on the right-hand side. Johnston has it. It's inside the box. A great turn, a finish. Blocked by Del Rio. Ueseda was able to find Letson inside the box. Letson looking to turn his defender. He got a yard to get his shot off, but the shot was quickly blocked by Del Rio. It's a throw-in. Taken short. Finds Johnston. Johnston with great feet. He gets it back. Farmer down to Jimenez. Jimenez to Sawyer. Sawyer into Johnston. Johnston turns Gifuni and Mireles. Johnson trying to get past in behind. It finds the hands of Lopez. Lopez quick to send it out to Del Rio. Del Rio into Sierra. Sierra sending it out to Garcia. Garcia back to Gutierrez. Gutierrez to Lopez. Lopez offered a lot of time and space. He sends it long. The pass is intercepted. It bounces out for a throw-in in favor of the Cougars inside their own half. Throw-in is taken deep. It bounces around. Finds Aaron. Aaron picks it up right outside the box. He finds Bradley. Bradley plays a 1-2 with Mireles. Bradley with the cross in. Great play by Averett. No team was able to maintain control of the ball right outside the Hampden-Sydney box. So Aaron pounced on the ball, sends it out wide. Bradley plays a 1-2 with Mireles, and then trying to get the ball into the box. The final cross was blocked, but it's a corner kick in favor of Averett. It will be swung inwards by Gifuni. It's sent in. Goes behind the goal. And it's out for a throw-in. No. Out for a goal kick in favor of Hampden-Sydney. They take it quickly as Hampden-Sydney maintain possession of the ball inside their own half within their own defensive line. Larsson looking to be direct. Del Rio was able to get something onto it. It bounced to Bradley, but now Hampden-Sydney have it. A great turn. Hampden-Sydney still have possession of the ball. It's a finish. Just wide. It seemed like Lopez had control over it. He let it trickle out. But as we've seen Hampden-Sydney remain so patient with the ball, Larsson steps outside of his box and sends it deep. It goes behind Bradley and Del Rio, as neither player was able to maintain control of the ball, and Hampden-Sydney were able to attack to take the throw in quickly. Del Rio sends it to Mireles. Mireles does a great job of turning his opponent. He draws a foul. It's sent deep. Aaron looking to run onto it. And he commits the foul, meaning that it's a free kick inside the Hampden-Sydney half in their favor. It's taken quickly as they switch the point of attack from left to right. One of the Hampden-Sydney midfielders seemed to be a little deeper when Hampden-Sydney have the ball inside their own half, looking to play out and create numerical superiority against the two Averett forwards. Number 19, Michael Farmer, is the one who's taken up that role, looking to get at times in between his center backs just to create that numerical overload and making it easier to bypass that Averett pressure. Lachon rolls it to Farmer. Farmer sends it out to Jimenez. The Hampden-Sydney fullbacks seem to be really high and really wide. It's a pass in behind. It's headed out by Leslie. Garcia gets a foot onto it, but not able to maintain control. It's a pass in behind. They weren't able to connect on that. But Mo Wumpini showing his frustration to the referee as he feels like he was held back, illegally that is, by Leslie, who's been subbed in to play that wing-back role, meaning Garcia can come come to the inside as one of those central midfielders. Lopez sends it long. Finds the head of Blanks. Blanks trying to flick it on. He's not able to. Aaron, once again, commits a foul. He has a small discussion with the referee, showcasing his frustration. Hampden, he take it quickly. Finds Farmer. Farmer out to his fullback. He finds Johnston. Johnston sends it. Hampden trying to get in behind. They get a cross in. It bounces around. Delirio able to partially clear it. Gifuni applies pressure. Gets in behind Bradley. A first time cross. And it hits the American football goal, and it's out for a goal kick in favor of the Cougars. Last season, Hampden-Sydney beat Averett 3-0 in their home ground, so Averett are looking to get revenge from that outing. Lopez sends it out, looking for one of his strikers. Nobody's able to get their head onto it. Wumpini with a beautiful turn. He sends it out to Sawyer. Delirio. Delirio trying to dive with his head first into that pass, trying to intercept it, but the referee deemed a foul as he was too hard onto the back of number 11, Kevin Nova Euseda. Hampden have two players on the ball as it's a set piece. A left-footed cross. It's headed out by Delirio. It's still in play. Leslie is able to regain possession. Sends it to Gutierrez. Gutierrez clears it. Aaron is pressured intensely. He's looking for a foul, but referee deems no foul. Now with the law, Sean. The Hampden-Sydney backline offered a lot of time and space. Farmer looking to find someone in behind on that right-hand side. He doesn't, so he sends it to Sawyer. Hampden-Sydney still have the ball. Now they've entered the attacking third. Hampden-Sydney inside the box. Trying to find a player right inside the box, looking for a shooting position. The final pass is intercepted by Sierra. There's a corner in favor of Hampden-Sydney on the left-hand side, similarly to what Averett had a couple moments ago. A right-footed cross inside. It's cleared by Sierra. Aaron looking to send it in behind, but his pass is sliced, and there's an intense battle for the ball, and it goes out for another corner on that same side in favor of Hampden-Sydney. Once again, an in-swinging corner. It's taken deeper this time. Bradley does a good job of shielding the ball out, and it's out for a goal kick in favor of the Cougars. Lopez indicating he wants to send it long, and he does. It's only 7.5 minutes left here of this first half at the Frank R. Campbell Stadium here on senior night. Gutierrez has it. He advances down the right-hand side, sending it long. Finds Aaron. Averett looking to intensify their pressure for these last couple of minutes. Hampden-Sydney trying to send numbers up. They do a good job maintaining possession. Farmer turns Aaron. Sends it back to Jimenez. Jimenez sends it to central midfielder, and it goes out on this right-hand side. Finds another central midfielder. It's first time clearance by Delio, trying to find blanks. Not able to, but Garcia trying to step on the ball, maintain possession. It's taken from him too. Both teams trying to come out of this first half with something, an advantage of any kind. Hampden-Sydney maintain possession on this left-hand side as they enter the Averett half. Averett regain possession. Leslie offered a lot of time and space. He sends it long, and it bounces just over the head of a Hampden-Sydney player, and it finds Bradley. Bradley sends it in behind to Blanks. Blanks with a foot race now. Blanks with an outside foot pass trying to find Aaron. He's not able to. Those are the kind of situations Averett are trying to produce, trying to stay disciplined defensively, win the ball, switch the point of attack, and attack wherever there is space. And in this situation, the space was in behind. Bradley with a great pass in behind to Blanks. Delio indicating he wants someone to go deep. He sends it to Gutierrez. Gutierrez does a good job of bypassing the pressure. Finds Garcia. Garcia looking for Leslie. The pass goes behind Leslie, and he's not able to get anything onto it. And it goes out for a throw-in favor of Hampden-Sydney inside the Cougar half. The throw-in is taken deep. It goes out for a corner in favor of Hampden-Sydney. Once again on this left-hand side. Once again taken deep. It's swung in. Lopez forced to punch it. Finds the feet of Gifuni. Gifuni clears it, but only partially, as Hampden-Sydney once again have it on this left-hand side. Looking for a crossing opportunity. They get around to the byline. They cross it. It's out for a goal kick. Only 4 minutes left now, as it's been clear that Hampden-Sydney are the ones in control of the possession, but Averett aren't letting Hampden-Sydney through. Hampden-Sydney have had their moments, especially early on, but since then the game has settled. It's been kind of cagey, with neither team really making any big risks as of yet. But if the game continues in this manner, as a stalemate, one team or the other will force the opponent's hand. The question is, will Hampden-Sydney continue to build on this momentum and try to create more chances, or will Averett be more on the front foot in this second half? Averett draw a foul inside of the Hampden-Sydney half. A chance to send it deep inside the box. Gifuni will take it. The referee making sure that everything is as it should be. Gifuni sends it deep. Finds the head of Sierra. Hampden-Sydney regain possession. They're looking to launch a counterattack, and they do. A 3v3 situation. They get in behind. Meirelles applying pressure. They're inside the box, and it's a finish. And a beautiful piece of defending. Started with Meirelles applying pressure on the finisher. Lopez able to close down the angles. He gets low quickly. He parries it into a dangerous area. An Averett player was able to get onto it first. It bounces around. And before you know it, all of a sudden it's in the hands of Lopez. Averett able to escape once again. The ball bounces around. Meirelles clears it. Aron looking to run onto it. Jimenez and Lachon able to figure out. Jimenez is the one that clears it. Hallman sends it all the way over to the other side. These last couple of minutes, the game is looking to intensify. Less than 2 minutes on the clock now. Lachon has been very offensive, or attacking, shall I say, in his positioning. Blankstedt gets it down. He chests it down beautifully. He sends it all the way down to Leslie. Blanks trying to find Garcia in behind. The pass is intercepted. Now Hampden-Sydney's turn to attack. These last couple of minutes, the game has gone back and forth a lot more than it did at the start of the game. With both teams looking to get something out of this half, go into the second half with an advantage. Hampden-Sydney draw a foul. Del Rio indicating his frustration. A left foot across, taken deep. A beautifully worked set piece goes into the second post. It's headed across the box, and all of a sudden, a Hampden-Sydney player is alone on the second post. But he's just millimeters away from getting something onto it and giving his team an advantage right before the second half. Averett once again on senior night, escaping just about. Averett has stood strong defensively a lot of this season, but Hampden-Sydney, it must be said, have been able to break down Averett at times. With a couple seconds left, Hampden-Sydney send it deep. And that's the first half done here in Danville, Virginia on senior night. Hampden-Sydney 0, Averett 0. We'll be back shortly here at the Averett Sports Network on Flow College. Hello and welcome back to the Averett Sports Network here on Flow College. Here on senior night, it's still 0-0 between Hampden-Sydney and your Averett University Cougars. It's less than 3 minutes on the clock now, so let's just run through a couple of things and see how everything has gone so far. Averett have remained resilient defensively. It's not often they've been broken down, but it must be said, credit where credit's due, Hampden-Sydney have done a really good job of maintaining possession, but also using that possession to minimize the Averett threats. What I mean by that is the possession is 67% in favor of Hampden-Sydney, and they have 10 shots with 3 on target, whilst Averett have 1 shot, none on target. So Hampden-Sydney have done a really good job of minimizing Averett's threats by maintaining possession, and they've been mostly patient with their approaches as well, looking to move Averett. But Averett have remained resilient in their positioning and have been strong defensively, with their defensive positioning being very impressive, closing off those central areas. And that's exactly what Averett wants to do. They want to force Hampden-Sydney wide because it's a lot less dangerous, if Hampden-Sydney get in behind out wide rather than right in front of goal in those central areas. So that's been the Averett game plan so far. And for those that have followed Averett, that is to be expected. They have adjusted themselves this season to be a little more defensively solid, disciplined, and you can see that in their formation change. They play this 5-3-2 with 3 center backs, 3 central midfielders, and 2 attackers, all in that central space, trying to close that off, whilst they got 2 fullbacks who are supposed to provide the width both with and without the ball. And that's how we saw one of the more dangerous opportunities in the game as a whole. A long ball by Gutierrez was sent to Blanks. Blanks flicks it on with his heel, actually, in behind to Bradley. Bradley, the left winger in that situation, but the left wing back. He ran onto it. He entered the box, and he had a good first touch, but his second touch was the shot, and that was skewed wide. And Lawson was able to see it go out, but that was a very dangerous attack, and they were able to catch Hampden-Sydney off guard. So it's those kind of situations that Averett want to create. And Hampden-Sydney go into this, not only in good spirits with 2 wins in a row, but they've only lost 1 game this season. They have 6 wins and 1 loss compared to Averett's 2 wins, 3 draws, and 2 losses. Averett are on a 3-game streak without a win. They're looking to get a win here at home, trying to make the most out of that home field advantage. But let's remember that Christopher Newport recorded fewer shots, but had more saves than Hampden-Sydney when they beat them. So Christopher Newport, they remained strong defensively. That was their tactic in that game versus Hampden-Sydney. And just like Averett have done so far, Averett have recorded more saves because they've been on the back foot, but they've remained solid, and they're forcing Hampden-Sydney to go wide or take shots that aren't easy to score. They're forcing Hampden-Sydney to create chances which are difficult to execute or difficult to score from. So Averett have done a good job of that so far, even though Hampden-Sydney have definitely had their moments. They hit the post, and that was a less patient approach. They went direct. They got in behind. A great touch, and then a finish by Stebbings, I believe it was. Stebbings was able to flick it over Lopez, and then it hit the post, and then Lopez was able to gratefully grasp it in his arms. So there is still parity here. Neither team has drawn first blood. Hampden-Sydney are the ones that will kick us off for the second half here at the Frank R. Campbell Stadium. And we're off. It's sent deep straight away. Johnston looking to maintain control of the ball for Hampden-Sydney, but it's gone out. These are 2 teams which are seen as quite different in this conference. Hampden-Sydney are predicted to finish 5th. They're predicted to finish 5th, but they finished 4th last year, whilst Averett are predicted to finish 10th, and they did finish 10th last year. So going into this game, Averett are seen as underdogs. They're not seen as the dominant team in this game, and Hampden-Sydney have gotten the upper hand in their most recent meeting. So Averett definitely have their backs against the wall, but they got nothing to lose in this game, especially on senior night. Lopez sends it long. Blanks looking to flick it in behind for Hamscom. Averett earn a throw-in deep inside the Hampden-Sydney half. Garcia set to take. He's indicating he wants to send it deep inside the Hampden-Sydney box. And he does. Blanks flicks on. Bradley was ready to pounce on it, but Lasham does a good job of being first onto it, and he sends it short. It's deep, trying to get in behind Sierra. Sierra does a good job of moving quickly and heading it away. It's only partially cleared. Hampden-Sydney has it inside the Averett half. It's sent out to the left-hand side. Brilliant feet. It's a finish. And Lopez is forced to parry it wide. And one of the two Hampden-Sydney strikers almost got a foot onto it. But Lopez does a good job of parrying it out of harm's way. A throw-in deep inside the Averett half in favor of Hampden-Sydney. It's taken deep. It's high. Delirio gets a head onto it. Hamscom clears it. Another throw-in a little further away, but this time on the left-hand side. Petz sends it to Jimenez. Sawyer back to Jimenez. Back to Sawyer. The game looks very similar to what it did in the first half. Averett looking to maintain that mid block, not really applying much pressure, but looking to launch counterattacks. Blanks looking to find Hamscom, but bounces to Jimenez. Jimenez to Petz. Petz sets it in behind, looking for Stebbings. The pass is just a little too strong, and it goes out for a goal kick in favor of the Cougars. Averett looking to maintain that middle block, looking to close off those central areas as they did so well in the first half. It's taken short to Delirio. Delirio to Sierra. Sierra sends it long. Finds the feet of Blanks. Blanks looking for Pintos. A deep throw, trying to get it in behind Sierra. Sierra heads it away. Finds the head of Pintos. Bounces to Johnston. Johnston back to Jimenez. Jimenez out to Petz. Now on this left-hand side. Hamscom applying some pressure. The ball goes to Johnston. Johnston trying to find his teammate in that central area. But Averett did a great job of getting a foot onto it, clearing it out, trying to launch a counterattack. The counterattack is stopped. Now Hampden-Sydney once again have it in the side of their own half. They enter the Averett half. Now on the right-hand side. Averett got a foot onto it. Pintos flicked it onto Delirio. Delirio was intercepted. Now on the left-hand side, Jimenez has it, looking to go deep. And he does. Just a little too much on that pass, and it goes out for another goal kick in favor of the Cougars. We saw Petz take a couple of set pieces in the first half for Hampden-Sydney. And he's very dangerous. He has a very, very dangerous left foot, a very cultured left foot, as we say in the soccer game. He's number 14, just like the famous Johan Cruyff. But Petz is very much a dangerous set piece taker. And he's a very productive chance creator, too. He has 5 assists and 1 goal from 7 games, so from his fullback position, he has provided a lot of offensive threat. He's another player to look out for. Hampden-Sydney looking to enter the Averett box. They were able to clear it out, but only partially, as Hampden-Sydney have it. Finds the feet of Mireles. Mireles looking to maintain possession for his team. He finds Del Rio. Del Rio clears it. Hampden-Sydney head it. Neither team maintaining possession. It bounces around. Mireles gets a foot onto it. Blanks looking to launch a counterattack, but he's intercepted too. Hampden-Sydney once again have it deep inside the Averett half. Hampden-Sydney go backwards all the way to Sawyer and Jimenez. Now it goes wide. A crossing opportunity. They take it. It's taken deep. Goes all the way over to Petz. Petz sends it inside. Johnston wasn't able to connect with it, and it trickles out. It's still in play. A dangerous cross finds the hands of Lopez. Lopez is faced to punch it out. Once again, Hampden-Sydney have it, pinning Averett back. A dangerous shot is taken. It's blocked by Sierra, and it goes out for a corner kick. Petz is set to take an in-swinging corner with his left foot on this right-hand side. It's taken short. It's a cross. It's deep. Lopez once again forced to punch it out. It bounces around. No team able to maintain possession. Averett now with a chance to launch a counterattack. Hamscombe has it. He's under a lot of pressure. He does a good job of evading it. He maintains possession. No foul, according to the referee. Now, Hampden-Sydney have it. Pintos applying pressure. He's not able to win it back for his team. Hampden-Sydney still have it. Hamscombe goes intense with a shoulder first into the back of Delaney. It's taken quickly. Johnston has it. Left foot across. Gutierrez gets his left foot onto it. Clears it to Hamscombe. Hamscombe has it under control. Does a good job of turning, but Johnston picks it up. Blanks and Hamscombe trying to find one another. It's the most common strike partnership we have seen from Averett this year. They do have a goal each so far this season. Mireles looking for options ahead of him. He sends it backward to Del Rio. Del Rio back to Mireles. Mireles turns. To Gufuni. Gufuni to Pintos. Pintos flicks it over to Mireles. Bounces around. No team able to maintain possession, but it hits the hand of Pintos, and it's a free kick. Hampden-Sydney trying to take it quickly, trying to catch Averett off guard. The referee calls it back. Euseda takes it short, sends it to Sawyer. Sawyer looking for Delaney in behind. As Lopez sets himself for the goal kick. He takes it short to Gutierrez. Gutierrez looking for options ahead of him. Stebbings applies pressure from behind. Sends it long. Garcia picks up. Looking to flick it into the path of Blanks. A great interception by the Hampden-Sydney defense. But Averett have it. And they'll be able to throw it in. Garcia, who has shown his hidden talent in this game with a very deep throw, which almost created a very dangerous opportunity. Once again, sends it deep. Looking for Blanks in behind. The pass is intercepted. Mireles picks it up. Finds Pintos. Gifuni was able to get something onto it and find Mireles. Mireles said to have played it out. Mireles showing his frustration, and he receives a yellow card for dissent. Another yellow card is shown, this time for Gutierrez, I believe. Once again for dissent. Thrown is taken deep. Finds the head of Pintos. Another headed battle. It drops to Pintos. Pintos has it. Finds blanks in between the lines. Looking to get it back to Pintos. The pass is intercepted. Petz has it. He runs with it. It's sent all the way over to the right-hand side. Bradley gets something onto it, and he's able to clear it out for a throw-in deep inside the Averett half in favor of Hampden-Sydney. Is taken short and finds the feet of Johnston. Johnston sends it back to his thrower. The pass gets in between two Hampden-Sydney players. Blanks picks it up. Finds Hamscom. Hamscom does a good job of maintaining possession. Finds Mireles. Mireles sends it in behind. Hampden-Sydney maintain control of the ball. Stebbings checks in and he tries to find his teammate, but the pass gets behind his runner. And it's out for a throw-in in favor of the Cougars. Bradley leaves it for Delirio. Delirio sends it up to Blanks. A violation of some sorts, and it's throw-in in favor of Hampden-Sydney inside their own half. Larsson, who we see was very much on the front foot, very much a modern-day goalkeeper, a sweeper keeper of sorts. We saw him do that to a great extent in the first half, and he continues to do that in the second. His pass in behind leads to a free kick in favor of Hampden-Sydney, deep inside the Averett half, almost by that left-hand side corner. Pats, who we know is very dangerous on those set pieces. Takes it quickly. It goes deep. But it goes over and out. It's out for a goal kick in favor of the Cougars. Lopez indicating he's going to send it long, ushering his team forwards. He sends it. Finds the head of Gifuni. Gifuni flicks it on, trying to find Pintos. It bounces around. Garcia heads it on too. Petz clears it. Finds the head of Gutierrez. Gutierrez. It finds the heel of Gifuni. Gifuni to Mireles. Mireles to Bradley. Bradley gets the ball taken from him. Gifuni does a great job of defending, but he's not able to maintain possession for his team. Hamscom does a great job of winning the ball in the middle and sends it out to Garcia. Garcia offered a lot of time and space, trying to find Hamscom in behind. He's not able to. Larsson rolls it out, sends out to Petz. Petz with a lot of time and space in front of him and sends it long. He sends it deep. Gutierrez trying to get a foot on, so he's not able to. Sierra does, covers for him. Sierra finds Garcia. Garcia down to Gutierrez. Gutierrez with a first-time clearance. Trying to send it long. It goes high. The ball slices off his foot. Hampden-Sydney have it right outside the box. Gutierrez gets his footing. Pintos looking to find Lopez, but the pass intercepted by Gifuni. Leads to a shot right outside the box, but it goes high and wide. Lopez once again opting to send it long. Trying to find the head of blanks. Garcia with the first time pass in behind. Lash on the front foot, he clears it. He sends out for a throw in favor of Averett inside their own half. The Cougars looking to make a double substitution with Aaron in for Hanscom and Leslie in for Pintos, meaning that Garcia will go back into his favored central midfield role. Leslie throws it to the inside to Gifuni. Gifuni back to Leslie. Leslie trying to get it in behind first time. His pass is intercepted. Gifuni clears it. .28.5 minutes left of this first half. Neither team has been able to break down the other. We still have a stalemate on our hands. It's still early on in the game, in the sense that neither team are going to take that risk. No team is going to throw the kitchen sink at it yet. Neither team is in rush. Averett looking to keep their clean sheet streak going, but at the same time end their winless streak. Whilst Hampden-Sydney are looking to add to their 2 wins in a row. Hampden-Sydney have it inside the Averett half. Pets to Sawyer. It's a deep cross. Finds ahead of Leslie. Leslie clears it out. Finds ahead of Garcia. Delaney showing his frustration. He felt he was held by Leslie. The referee said no foul. It's a throw in favor of the Cougars inside their own half, almost by the corner flag, on their attacking right-hand side. It's taken deep. Hampden-Sydney win it back. It's with Pets. Pets to Jimenez. Jimenez all the way over to his other fullback. Trying to find space on this inside. Hampden-Sydney still have it, but Averett win it back. It bounces around, but Averett regain possession. The referee not blowing any fouls as of right now. And now he does. As a referee, it's important to keep the game under control, not let too many things slide. It was challenge on challenge on challenge. Nothing crazy, but if the more the referee lets go, the more he lets things play out, the less control he's going to have of the game and the more aggressive certain challenges are going to become. So it's important that he makes his presence felt in this game, especially on a game so filled with so much emotion like senior night. It's taken deep. It's flicked on. It's headed. And it's out for a goal kick, I believe. But Hampden-Sydney are protesting. Lopez has taken a couple longer passes recently, but he sends it short to Sierra. Sierra sends it deep. He goes to Bradley. It goes out of play. It's a thrown in favor of Hampden-Sydney inside their own half. They take it short. It goes all the way back to Larsson. Larsson out to Jimenez. Jimenez sends it deep. It goes over Gutierrez, but Lopez does a really good job staying alert, staying on the front foot. Charlie Letson did a really good job of timing his run, curving his run. And if Lopez hadn't been so on the front foot, he would have had a chance to tuck it away with his right foot, curve it, finesse it. But Lopez does a really good job of sweeping. We're seeing two very modern-day goalkeepers here tonight with Larsson and Lopez. Hampden-Sydney have it right outside the box. And they enter the box, and it's a finish! And it's a great goal. Wonderful feet, getting past in that central space, which Averett have been trying to keep tight all game. But it was a piece of brilliance that was able to knock that Averett wall down. Hampden-Sydney have huffed and puffed, and now they have their advantage. It's 1-0 to Hampden-Sydney here in Danville, Virginia on senior night. And Averett have their backs against the wall with 23 minutes and 57 seconds left on the clock. Averett are 1 goal behind. Averett will need to change up their game plan now as Hampden-Sydney have an advantage. Aaron sends it to Sierra. Sierra sends it long. He flicks on to Davis. Davis looking for Bradley. The ball bounced around. Neither team able to maintain possession. Hampden-Sydney send it long. Gutierrez the referee blows a foul committed by Gutierrez. In between the 40 and 50 yard line inside the Hampden-Sydney half. It's taken quickly. Sawyer to Jimenez. Jimenez to Petz. Petz to Farmer. Farmer to Jimenez. Back to Petz. Hampden-Sydney won the ball back. They're trying to be on the front foot straight away. Garcia is the one on the floor. He got a challenge onto his ankle. It seems like his ankle or his lower leg. Whilst Hampden-Sydney won the ball back. They launch a counterattack. And they have come away with a corner on the left-hand side. Another in-swinging one. It's taken a fizzing pass into the box. Goes all the way over to the other side. And it's another corner. And it seems like Hampden-Sydney are favoring those in-swinging corners. As Petz is the one set to take on the right-hand side with his left foot. Petz, right hand in the air. He takes it. It goes deep. All the way over to the other side. Another cross inside the box, and it's headed just above the bar. And Hampden-Sydney continue to apply pressure. Averett struggling to create something offensively. Delirio gets a pass from Lopez, finds Sierra. Sierra to Gufuni. Gufuni out to Gutierrez. Gutierrez sends it long to Blanks. It bounces off Blanks. And it's out for a throw-in. Pets takes it, sends it to Jimenez. Jimenez all the way back to Larsson. Averett a little higher up with their offensive line. The long pass is headed out by Gutierrez, finds the feet of Garcia, but Pets regains possession. Intercepted by Gutierrez. Gutierrez sends it out. Hampden-Sydney win it back. Farmer out to Sawyer. A great turn. A great turn by Hallman, who is usually on that right-hand side, but he found the space on the inside. He turns Gufuni, and Gufuni holds him back, committing a foul and earning a yellow card in the process. Hampden-Sydney take it quickly. A chance to cut inside, and they do. The pass in behind is intercepted by Sierra. The shot scoot out to the side, and it goes out to be a goal kick. It's taken short by Lopez. Finds Gutierrez. Gutierrez finds Sierra. Sierra to Delirio. Delirio finds Bradley. Bradley flicks it on to Aron. Aron maintains possession. He still has it. He finds Delirio. Delirio's pass is intercepted. The referee stops the game to give out a card. I wasn't able to spot to who, but he seems to believe that Hampden-Sydney didn't have enough control of the ball to, or not. He just stopped the game to give out a yellow card, I guess. I'm not exactly sure how the situation went down. It might have been just for dissent. But Hampden-Sydney maintain possession. It's back with Larsson. Larsson assessing his options. He sends it long. Trying to find Johnston in behind. Leslie has it in his hands, looking to send it long. It's taken deep and high. Blanks heads it on. Trying to find Davis. Hampden-Sydney cleared out. And they maintain possession high up the pitch. Crossing opportunity. It's cut back. It's intercepted by Gifuni. Finds the feet of Sierra. A chance to launch a counterattack. Find Aron in the space. He turns. He sends it back to Sierra. Sierra looking to find Blanks in behind. It's intercepted by Larsson. Larsson has done a really good job of being on the front foot, meaning that he's minimizing the space behind his center back so that those passes in behind don't have as much room to work with. If he's too much on his line, too defensive, there's more space for the Averett attackers to run into, but he's been really good on being on the front foot, and so has Lopez. Averett have it inside the Hampden-Sydney half. Aron out to Bradley. Bradley to Delirio. Delirio up to Garcia. Garcia trying to flick it out to Aron. He's not able to. Johnston looking for options ahead of him. He sends it back to Jimenez. Jimenez clears it. It goes out for a throw-in just inside the Averett half. Leslie takes it short to Gifuni. Gifuni. His pass a little too short, and Leslie isn't able to get onto it. Hampden-Sydney now attack. Delirio wonderfully. Delirio gets down and he gets a foot onto it, but it bounces around and Hampden-Sydney were able to get past a couple players. But now, Averett's chance to launch a counterattack. Aron tried to cut inside. He tried to find someone. It almost found blanks all the way over on the right-hand side. The referee indicates he needs to stop the clock due to an injury. Averett now have a chance to talk tactics between one another in this short pause of play. Averett need to be more on the front foot. They need to be more creative attacking-wise. The longer this game goes, Hampden-Sydney is just going to be more and more defensive, knowing that they're away from home. They have a 1-0 lead. They're not going to send players up. They're going to be more defensive-minded. Keep it simple. Send it in behind at times. Try to launch counterattacks, but more importantly, just keep it out of harm's way. That will be the thought process most likely that Hampden-Sydney has. 16 minutes and 45 seconds left on the clock. Averett are 1-0 behind. The further into the game that Averett goes without creating something of meaning, without adding more urgency to their game, the less likely they are to come out of this game with anything at all. Hampden-Sydney continue to play this possession-based way. A pass behind or backwards. Bounces around and finds Larsson. Aron has done a really good job this season of applying pressure and making the life of his opponents difficult. And he did so now as well, forcing a poor clearance. Blanks also applying a lot of pressure. He wasn't able to maintain the ball in play though. But Averett need to be more on the front foot, need to be more willing to send players up, maintain possession, and try to create in a different manner than they have earlier on in this game. They've tried to get in behind, be direct, launch counterattacks, but maybe that's not the way they should play these last 15 minutes. Maybe they need to have more players up and have more of a possession-based approach, as we've seen that has worked very well for Hampden-Sydney. But as this game evolves, the game management will be very different for the two head coaches. Coach Philip Wilson has opted for a more pragmatic approach this year. He goes into his 10th season. Averett trying to get in behind, but Jimenez and Larsson does a good job of communicating, meaning that it finds the hands of Larsson. Larsson throws it out to Petz. Petz turns. With a lot of time and space, he assesses his options. Another beautiful turn, and they get in behind. Petz on this left-hand side. He's past Leslie. Leslie applying pressure. Petz with the cross. Sierra clears it only partially. Hampden-Sydney still have it. Gifuni tackles, and he launches a counterattack. He finds blanks. Gifuni looking to get in behind. Blanks able to maintain a possession just about. He draws a foul on the 35-yard line on this right-hand side, just inside the Averett half. You can see the intensity and the urgency and the purpose in this Averett team has gone up a gear. They're trying to get something out of this game on senior night. Gifuni has the chance to send this deep, a right-footed cross on the right-hand side. Goes far. It's flicked on. It's taken by Bradley. Bradley with the finish. But it's wide. The ball bounced With neither team able to get control of it, it was bouncing around inside that box. Bradley did a good job of turning and finishing with his first touch. But the connection wasn't ideal and he wasn't able to execute. And it's still 1-0 to Hampden-Sydney at the Frank R. Campbell Stadium here in Danville, Virginia. Tactically and kind of how this game has played out, it's just as one could have predicted, with Hampden-Sydney being on the front foot and Averett looking to pounce on counter-attacking opportunities. But now Hampden-Sydney are quick to get in behind. It's a cross. It's taken deep. It's out. Averett might look to be more on the front foot in this closing stage of the game, trying to get something out, salvage a draw, or maybe even clutch a win. It's only 1-0. We've seen crazier things happen. Gifuni looking to turn. He's intercepted. Hampden-Sydney have the ball inside the box. Sierra does a good job of intercepting. It's a finish. And it's wide and over. Hampden-Sydney did a great job of applying pressure high up the pitch, forcing Averett to make mistakes inside their own defensive third, leading to a shooting opportunity for Hampden-Sydney, but it goes out and wide. It's another goal kick in favor of Averett. Gutierrez has it. He advances with the ball. He finds Garcia. Garcia turns, finds Gifuni. Gifuni trying to find Bradley on the other side. He's not able to as his pass is intercepted. Bradley able to shield it out and a throw in favor for his team. Mireles takes it quickly to Sierra. Sierra deep, trying to find Pintos. Pintos caught offside. Lachon places it down for Jimenez. Jimenez sends it short to Lachon. Garcia applying a lot of pressure. So does Aaron. Aaron tight on Jimenez. Pintos quick on Pets. Pets in between the legs. Pets trying to send it deep. Finds the hands of Lopez. Lopez quick to roll it out to Delirio. Delirio with a lot of space in front of him. He advances the ball forwards. Trying to find Bradley in behind. The pass is just a little too far. And it goes out for a throw-in. It's a throw-in for Hampden-Sydney deep inside their own half. A chance for Averett to apply pressure, send numbers up, making the pitch smaller for Hampden-Sydney. Hampden-Sydney take it long. And it bounces. And now they're inside the attacking third. They're inside the box. It's a foul. And Lopez took the free kick quickly. But his pass is intercepted and it goes out for a goal kick in his favor. You can see these last couple of minutes, the intensity and the attacking intent from Averett has gone up. But Hampden-Sydney haven't let that stop them, hinder them. Hampden-Sydney continue to apply a lot of pressure, making life for those defenders difficult. Gutierrez is fouled. Gutierrez is fouled by Stebbings. Stebbings receives a yellow card in the process. Gutierrez places the ball down. The referee blows, indicating Gutierrez is allowed to take it now. Sends it to Leslie. Leslie trying to be direct, looking for Garcia. Finds the chest of Lachon. Lachon taking it back into his own box. Looking to play out time. Drawing that Averett pressure towards him. Averett have gone from that middle block, which we saw them play most of this game. And now they're applying a lot more pressure. The ball goes in behind, finds Lopez. Lopez quick to give it to Sierra. Sierra out to Del Rio. Del Rio runs the ball out of play, and it's a throw-in favor of Hampden-Sydney inside the Averett half. taken deep. It's intercepted by Delirio. Meirelles isn't able to pounce on the interception. And it's a throw in deep inside the Averett half in favor of Hampden-Sydney. A deep throw in. It's flicked on. There's a small collision inside the box, but no foul according to the referee. Lopez rolls out to Gutierrez. Gutierrez plays it to Leslie. Leslie back to Gutierrez. Gutierrez to Sierra. Sierra with a lot of time and space. He advances the ball forwards. He sends it deep. Out to Bradley. Bradley. Bradley deemed offside. That Cougar bench showing their frustration. Hampden-Sydney playing out time, looking to manage this game and get 3 points in this ODAC regular season. Hampden-Sydney inside the box and sent in. Lopez gets a hand to it. Sent out to Delirio. Delirio able to clear it inside into the path of Bradley. Bradley sends it long to Aaron. Aaron. Another throw, another offside call, and once again, the Averett bench showcasing their frustration. Hampden-Sydney take the free kick quickly. They have it on this left-hand side. Pets to Delaney. Delaney up to Stebbings. A pass in behind. It is called for offside. The Averett defensive line does a good job of staying in position. But a very dangerous opportunity, a very well-worked attack by Hampden-Sydney. Averett aren't able to maintain possession. They win it back. Sierra does a good job of staying composed, bypassing the pressure. Averett have it, bounces to Meirelles. Meirelles sends it deep, trying to find Gifuni in behind. Gifuni sends it out to Pintos. The pass is intercepted. Pet sends it long. Leslie does a good job of intercepting the pass. The ball bouncing around, neither team able to maintain control of it. Hampden-Sydney have a chance. They enter the box. Sierra does a good job of getting a foot onto it, sends it to Lopez. Lopez sends it out to Gifuni. Gifuni first time to Meirelles. Meirelles under a lot of pressure, able to maintain possession. Meirelles sends it and he finds Pintos. Pintos with a lot of time and space. He advances inside. Inside the Hampden-Sydney half. Garcia has it on this right-hand side. He sends a cross. It's deep. It's taken. Almost finds the head of Aaron, but trickles past Bradley, and it's out for a goal kick in favor of Hampden-Sydney. A very dangerous counterattacking opportunity. Hampden-Sydney had an attack themselves, but Meirelles does a good job of winning it, maintaining possession, somehow clearing it and getting it to Pintos. Pintos sending it out to Garcia. Garcia offered a lot of time and space. He sends a very teasing pass in behind enemy lines, but it goes out for a goal kick, and the goal kick is taken quickly. Stebbings squares up to Gutierrez. He cuts inside, gets past Gutierrez. His cross is intercepted. Hampden-Sydney once again have it. It's a shot from deep. Lopez does a good job of clutching it. He runs out, trying to send it long, finds Aaron. Aaron does a good job of keeping possession. Looking for Bradley. Bradley with a first-time pass on the inside, but the pass intercepted. The ball's inside that. The ball was inside the box, and a very dangerous opportunity. But now Averett take the goal kick quickly, showing a lot of urgency and purpose in their game. The pass in behind. Aaron finds Sierra. Sierra back to Pintos. Pintos with the cross. Looking for Del Rio. Del Rio heads it! The two sophomores combined. Delirio from his center back position, looking to go up. And Pintos finds Delirio. Delirio flicks it, trying to catch Larsson off guard. He heads it and it goes just over the bar. Averett now with some momentum, with some wind on their backs. They're showing more attacking purpose and intent. The ball goes deep. Hampden-Sydney have it deep inside the Averett half. Gutierrez intercepts, but bounces back in favor of Hampden-Sydney. On the right-hand side now. It's a shot. It's taken. Lopez does a good job of not creating any rebounds. Safely has it in his hands. Rolls it out to Gifuni. Gifuni to Mireles. Mireles under a lot of pressure. Does a good job of evading the pressure. Sends it out to Leslie. Leslie sends it deep, looking for Sierra. The pass is intercepted. Garcia looking to send it long, ushering his team forwards. He sends it deep. It's flicked on. It's still in the box. It's headed out. Mireles heads it into the path of Bradley. Bradley finishes. Bradley trying to volley it, but he wasn't able to get the connection he desired, and it goes out for a goal kick in favor of Hampden-Sydney. It's taken deep. Hampden-Sydney have it inside the Averett half. It goes out on this left-hand side. Averett intercept. Pintos has it, but it's taken from him. Hampden-Sydney once again trying to launch a counterattack. The pass in behind is no good. The pass in behind is flicked on by Mireles. Mireles not able to find a teammate. A high ball in behind lands into the grasp of Lopez. Lopez sends it long himself. You can see the positioning of the two teams is totally different now. Only 2 minutes left on the clock. The pass in behind is deemed as offside. Just for a little update, Shenandoah are 1-0 up versus Roanoke, whilst Bridgewater are 3-2 ahead versus Randolph. Randolph just now brought one back, reducing the deficit. So 3 intense games here in the 7 p.m. Saturday night kickoff, primetime television. Gifuni sends it out to Gutierrez. Gutierrez assessing his options. Wasting no time, sending it long. It bounces around. Gifuni sends it to Mireles. Mireles to Delirio. Delirio does a really good job of flicking it into the path of Sierra. Sierra thought he was alone with the goalkeeper, but he's deemed offside. With 1 minute left on the clock. There's a minute left on the clock, and Averett are indicating the time wasting by Hampden-Sydney. The referee has stopped the clock. Larsson looking to send it high and wide. A great delivery that lands almost inside the box. It's headed onto the path of Pintos. A high foot a high foot on looking to challenge Pintos. Pintos falls to the ground, but he's quick to get up. It goes out for a throw-in, and Leslie sends it to Del Rio. Hampden-Sydney trying to get it out of harm's way. Hampden-Sydney getting it out of harm's way, clearing it out. Averett are trying to launch a throw-in, but there seems to be some handbags out. First, one throw-in for Descent, and then two Averett players down on the floor on this right-hand side. The referee having a word with his linesman. Sierra and Pintos were the two players on the floor. Gutierrez and Del Rio are trying to get involved in the discussion. But still, the game is not done. The ball will be thrown into play. It's taken short by Leslie. Leslie's trying to send it to Lopez. This throw is taken by Gutierrez. Gutierrez to Mireles. In behind. And the game is blown for full time. Averett showed attacking intent towards the end of the game, but their efforts leads to no good as it's a loss at home. Averett's winless streak continues, but you have to give credit where credit's due on both ends of the pitch for both teams. Averett, for very, very long periods of the game, were able to stay resilient defensively, not letting Shenandoah have much. Sorry, Shenandoah. Hampden-Sydney have much offensively. They had a lot of possession, and Hampden-Sydney did a great job of maintaining possession and reducing Averett's threats. And they had a moment of brilliance, which meant that they were able to win this game 1-0 here on senior night in Danville, Virginia. Thank you very much for watching the game here on Averett Sports Network on Flow College. Have a good night.